Chest and back day today, a really quick one at that. On a bit of a time crunch. We're just gonna go ahead and dive right into it. First up today, I have my usual superset that I start off with. I had dumbbell pullovers and push-ups today. Now I've been skipping, I don't want to say skipping, but I've been training with other people, basically. Other people, and that's made me like switch things up a little bit so that I can like accommodate them, unless they want to try out what I do, but just been switching up the program a bit to accommodate them so that we have a good training session together. So I haven't done these in about a week and a half, 2 weeks almost, but I don't feel any difference in strength or anything like that. I feel really good. The dumbbell pullovers, I've gotten stronger in those as well. Today I used 35 kilos and I went up to 37 and a half of the last 2 sets. And I'm also starting to figure out what works best for me when I do them, because if I pull it all the way up on the up motion, if I pull it all the way up towards my nose, then I start to get my triceps and shoulders involved. So what I do is that on the way up from the bottom position, I'll stop at my forehead and I just go back down, and that makes me use my biceps a lot to squeeze in my chest and really work the chest area, as well as me just pulling up. It just gets my chest involved heavily instead of pulling it up and stopping at my nose, where I get my triceps and shoulders and everything else involved. In addition to that, I had my push-ups as well. They are really hard to do after doing the dumbbell pullovers, and I really recommend it for y'all that are really trying to grow. I've been telling y'all, push-ups are really underrated, and there's so many ways you can do them, and there's so much that you can do with them. Slowing it down, speeding up the reps, doing half reps, doing all types of things. Some people do it on one finger. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, there's a lot that you can do with them, and I really recommend y'all to use push-ups in your training, or in your chest training in general. Up next, I moved on to dumbbell incline bench, and this is another one that's been surprising me a lot with the amount of strength gains that I've had in a short amount of time while doing these. Today I had 3 sets of 45 kilos for 10 reps. No, sorry. 2 of the sets actually had 11 reps if we count the rep where I get the weight up on the first one. 2 sets of 11, and then the last one I had 10 reps, and that's really surprising me. I feel like I have a lot of control. I understand what's going on, and the more you do it, the more confidence you build. And I said that in the last video, you build a lot of confidence in yourself and in your ability to lift a certain amount of weight. Obviously, ego does come into play as well. You don't want to have too much of that, and then you end up injuring yourself, and that's something that I'm really conscious of. So I try to just balance my ego and my strength and do what's right for me and for my body. Y'all see the weights moving really quickly. I'm really focusing on pushing the weight up and out so that I can get my biceps into my chest and squeeze on the way up, and also get a nice stretch at the bottom too. I really try to slow down the weight and don't rush the reps so that I get the most out of it. And that's something I recommend for y'all too that are trying to grow muscle. Slow down your reps, control the weight, and just enjoy the ride. It's gonna be painful regardless. Like, it hurts to grow in any regard, whether you're growing teeth, you're growing in height, just anything in regards to growth. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be painful regardless. So it's like, you might as well just suck it up, get over it, and just do it. Last chest exercise of the day. Instead of butterflies today, I opted for the machine chest fly, and I did that because there was another gym member here and he showed me something new, and I know I'm always down to try something new, but basically what he showed me today was that instead of doing what I usually do, where I do have my elbows at an angle, add something extra. It's like you get a 2-for-1 special. So what I did was I kept my elbows bent, came in, when I got to the top of the movement, I would rotate my wrist out, and then I would rotate my wrist out, and then when I rotate my wrist out, you see it right here, my biceps go into my chest even more instead of me just stopping here. So I use the handlebars to my advantage, rotate them out, get my arms straight, and then I get an even harder squeeze on my chest. And on the way back, just open up as I usually do, elbows bent, and yeah, start all over again. Yeah, when he showed me, it caused me to go down in weight. 1, because it's something new, it doesn't really matter, and 2, I think chest fly is one of those things that you want to do correctly. Forget the weight, do it correctly, pump it out, and get the most out of it technique-wise, because if you do that, then your chest gains are going to be unstoppable. I had 3 sets of those and only got to 12 reps today. Surprisingly, I dropped the weight a lot. 12 reps, just tried to slow it down at a pace that I thought was good. And yeah, 12 reps on all 3 sets for today. To round off the chest and back day, I had one back exercise today, and that was the lower back extension over there. I'm gonna pull it up on video, and I started doing that because of the fact that over Christmas I had a problem in my back. I talked about it in my last leg day vid where I pulled something in my lower back, and it made me think a little bit. If I'm struggling with my lower back, that's probably a sign for me to work on it, right? So I'm gonna stop barbell squatting. That's out of the picture. I've brought in deadlifts to replace squats. One that's gonna help me work on my lower back. It's good for my lats, also good for the quads as well. So I'm bringing in deadlifts, and lower back extension is something that I've also brought into my back day because of the fact that I'm seeing that if my lower back is yelling at me and getting hurt, then I think it might need some help. And the best thing to do is to work on it, get it stronger, get it better. And yeah, it is something that is overlooked amongst a lot of people. So the things that are overlooked are usually the things that you want to work on the most to help you and raise your standard, right? I have 3 sets of those, I believe. Right now. Yeah, 3 sets of lower back extension, and it's doing me wonders. I do feel that there's work being done there. It's not something you need to load up on a lot when it comes to weight. Again, I think technique is better there instead of just loading up on a lot of weight. Or let me rephrase that. You do want to load up, but you want to do it slowly. Slowly and over a longer period of time, so that your lower back does get strong enough to handle what's being thrown at it. Alright, that's it for today, the Swole Chest Chronicles. A really quick one, only one back exercise today, one because of time and I'm trying to manage my volume. Hope you enjoyed the vid, hope you enjoyed the workout. I'm gonna leave a link to my last vid right here and another one right here. Go ahead, check those out, and I'll catch you on the next vid.